Welcome to US Secret Agenda YouTube channel. As Kyiv burned after the bombardments, the prime ministers of the Czech Republic, Poland and Slovenia visited the capital to show their support for Ukraine. President Biden will meet with NATO officials in Europe next week, the US said in a statement. Alongside the strong show of support by the three European leaders, the Baltic states show their support for Ukraine, while the North Atlantic Alliance is increasing its defensive power in these countries. Under the leadership of the USA and England, many NATO countries provide serious military unit and equipment aid to the Baltic countries, which are closely feeling the Russian pressure. The most spectacular development of the day was the new US deployment in Latvia. This shipment of the USA came after Russia's moves that worried the Baltic countries after Ukraine. At the same time, hundreds of troops arrived on the country's territory these days to be deployed to Latvia by Canada. About 20 AH-64D Apache Longbow helicopters from the 12th Combat Aviation Brigade landed at Lievārde Air Base in Latvia on February 24. The main reason for this shipment was cited as the multinational exercise to be held in Latvia. However, it is not entirely clear whether the attack helicopters will leave the country's territory after the exercise. The 12th CAB commander, Colonel G. Patrick Schuck, said, "Sabre Strike 22 is the 12th Division to train air-ground operations with our allies. 12 CABs have been deployed to Lithuania and Latvia to support the exercise and to confirm the U.S. Army's operational access to Europe and Africa on NATO's eastern flank." Approximately 13,000 participants from 13 countries participate in the exercise. Exercise activities will be carried out in the Czech Republic, Estonia, Germany, Latvia, Lithuania, Poland and Slovakia. 1-3. Training events like the Sabre Strike enable our aircrews to deliver realistic training throughout the year and across Europe, said Lieutenant Colonel David Roman, Aviation Brigade Commander. The 2nd Cavalry Regiment will also join Sabre Strike 22. Due to emergency operations, the 227th Aviation Regiment 2nd. The Black Cats are excited to support the 12th CAB and 7th ATC with heavy attack elements, said Commander Captain Billy Armstrong. The chance to train with our NATO partners and fly with our fellow aviators is a great opportunity. Training events like the Sabre Strike 22 have long been planned and show that NATO allies and partners are stronger together. It is planned that personnel and equipment will return to their main garrisons after the exercise activities are completed. The 12 CABs conduct multi-area, realistic and challenging training exercises and remain ready for full-spectrum combat aviation operations. At the same time, a senior Latvian defense official said Moscow's aggression brought to light and fulfilled Russian President Vladimir Putin's worst fears about NATO expansion. Liberal MP John McKay pointed out that Canada needed to be more serious about its own security, noting that if Canada's presence in Latvia was not permanent, it would have to be temporary for a long time. Amid Russia's continued invasion of Ukraine, Ottawa has recommitted to its NATO deployment in Latvia, a move some are calling to be made permanent, with Moscow's aggression empowering the military alliance whose future was in question only a few years ago. While in Latvia during a 5-day European trip, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau announced on March 8 that Canada will extend and increase its commitment to the NATO battle group in the country as part of Operation Reassurance. The Canadian-led battle group is one of 4 on NATO's eastern flank. Others are in Estonia, Lithuania, and Poland. The Baltic deployments act as a deterrence against any threat of Russian attack for the NATO members near its borders. Janis Garrisons, Latvia's state secretary for the Ministry of Defense, told the Hill Times that through his invasion of Ukraine, Russian President Vladimir Putin has achieved what he has always said he was afraid of. He was saying that he doesn't want to enlarge NATO, he said that he doesn't want to have more troops on his borders, but with his policies he actually achieves completely the opposite, said Garrisons, who holds a position equivalent to the Canadian Deputy Minister of Defense, in an interview at the Latvian Embassy in Ottawa last week. "It was obvious it would come if he would invade Ukraine," he said. Finland and Sweden, which historically have been resistant to joining NATO, have now indicated they may want to join the alliance after Russian threats.